It is the business end of the African Cup of Nations. This is the final battle. It's North Africa versus West Africa. I know we are all Africa, but there has to be the winner of the Game of Thrones, or what we locally call the African Cup of Nations trophy. My name is Senegal and Algeria, and you're watching GoalLine, brought to you by ARM Pensions, and this is massive. Every team and every country has battled down, and it's just down to the top 4. There is a third place match where, unfortunately, the Super Eagles are involved. And then there is a final match for Algeria versus Senegal. But before we go into all of that story, I'd like to introduce my guest to you. You are an auditor.
Yeah.
So you're going to audit for us at the end of today.
Okay.
Welcome, Damilare Oshuro.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
How was the Nations Cup being? Were you impressed with the Super Eagles?
So I would say yes. I mean, if you think about a team that went into the competition with 20 debutants, I mean, just 3 people from the last time we won it, I don't think it's a bad one. I mean, I know we love our football so much as Nigeria, and we always want to win every competition. But if you look at it from that angle, I mean, you need to do some knocking before you then win. So
okay,
it's been
so
good.
It was not such a bad one.
No.
Okay, we'll get back to how good it was or how bad it was when we come back from this very quick break. We'll be right back.
Today, we're going to talk about a very important decision. Are you ready? You study hard, get out of school, and get a job. What do you do next?
Before uncle, you fall in party.
Well, that's true, but that's not the first important decision you make. This decision is one you make today for a better tomorrow.
Family planning, Abi.
What does that have to do with your first job?
They there now. See, as I fall in the work, money go come show. After one, woman go show. Then pikin go show. Another pikin go come show. And another one. Before you know, pikin don't full everywhere. Money don't finish.
Good point. But this is before all that.
Before picking and party.
Yes. The first decision you should make once you get a job is to choose a reliable pension fund administrator like ARM Pensions, who will keep your monthly contributions safe and growing till you're ready to retire.
Tomorrow is a better day. Okay. So when I retire now, they will come, they give me my money back plus interest to take enjoy my life. I'm a party.
Now, back to family planning.
Bros, now what for you?
Welcome back to GoalLine, brought to you by ARM Pensions. I'm Tegano Jaife, and I have Damilare in the house. So let's talk about the news from Egypt. First big news I want to talk about that people tend to ignore with the foreign coaches and all. Belmadi, who is the coach of Algeria, he hopes that more African coaches will get opportunities to coach their countries. What do you think?
I mean, I cannot but agree with Belmadi. You look at the two teams, just like you said, both of them are coached with, they are using their local guys as their coaches. And then there's that interesting fact, even from the World Cup, that there's no country that has won the World Cup with any foreign coach. For even us as Nigeria, the last time we won this cup was with a local coach. So he has all of the arguments supporting the fact that local coaches should be more supported.
If I want to tie that to what I heard from the NFF this morning, Amaju Pinnick coming out to say that Genotro fulfilled their ambitions, which was to get to the semi-finals, and so they are not sacking our foreign coach. Does that mean there's no hope for Nigeria winning this AFCON anytime soon?
and I hope Amadou Pinnick is very careful, when he comes back. But really, about Genotro, yes, it was a target that was set for him that was not too ambitious, because he just took over this team not even quite 3 years. And like I said earlier, he has gone to tournament with 20 debutants, very young team, 3 people from the last time. So for them to say they are not going to sack him, I think I agree.
You think you agree with the
yes.
Even the style of play doesn't faze you?
So for the style of play, yes, it needs to be more adventurous. He's very careful. He's
very pragmatic.
Yes, but that's to do with the Germans. I mean, you will typically find German coaches try to be careful, but he just needs to know that he has guys that can actually be adventurous, and then
let them go without the handbrakes.
Yes.
Okay, another team that dazzled this tournament. In fact, one of the best teams for me outside the usual suspects, Madagascar. The only thing I know about Madagascar is I like to move it.
Yeah.
But Madagascar came to this tournament and dazzled so much. Unfortunately, their coach is saying that he doesn't think they can repeat defeat.
And I agree again. I agree with him, yes, because it's always hard. I mean, the first time is easier. The next time, people know you already. I mean, a good example is Cape Verde. Cape Verde shocked all of us in the 2013-2015 era, and then they even shocked Cameroon out of the Nations Cup. But now, they couldn't even come to this Nations Cup.
So you're thinking they were first time lucky?
Yeah, I mean, nobody knows you the first time, so you can do and undo. But then the next time, everybody prepares for you. Yeah.
Speaking of doing and undoing, when Gernot Rohr says to you that Algeria deserved to win the match against Nigeria, give me one sentence.
Okay, again, I'm sorry, I agree. I know I've agreed so much, but then I agree. You see, what we fail to realize again as a country is that there is that moment of knocking on the door. This Algerian team have been knocking for 4 consecutive episodes.
Nigeria is just the first time.
This is, I mean, you didn't even go to the last 2 episodes or editions of the Nations Cup, and then you just want to come and win now. So Algeria really deserve to go on and even win this cup, not just to win the semi-final.
Okay. Perhaps Nigeria didn't knock on the door aggressively enough, but we will discuss all of that and how you can be a part of this show when we come back from this short break. Welcome back. It's GoalLine brought to you by ARM Pensions. My name is Tega and I still have my auditor, Damilare, in the house. Yes, I can't forget you, an auditor. But before we go into what he's going to tell us about his chances with Tunisia, let's talk about how you can be a part of this show. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at ARM Engage, #GoalLine. And then I'll be telling you how we're going to win prizes this week. And this week, the prices have tripled. Okay. Before we talk about the triple prizes, let's talk about third place.
Yeah.
You are Gernot Rohr now. And Gernot Rohr has said that the Super Eagles should forget about what happened against Algeria. Put that behind you and focus on beating Tunisia to get the bronze medal. Okay, you are Gernot Rohr today. How do you raise your team?
Okay, so I mean, and that's why he's being paid, and all the other coaches. I hope I just get that paid too. You know, because all he needs to do is to work on the psychology of the guys. Really, they need to forget about Algeria and just go and do the job, because it will be more devastating if we then lose against Tunisia. Really, I mean, it is a chance you have now to at least be on the podium. You know, so for me, I agree with him. He needs to just talk to them. I believe they have a psychologist with the team.
Yeah.
Who can talk to the boys and tell them, okay, this is your chance to at least make something.
Yeah, don't come back empty-handed.
Exactly.
Don't be like Egypt, host the world and go home empty-handed.
Exactly. So
be like Nigeria.
I really do agree with you.
Yeah, don't do. So discuss for me Nigeria versus Tunisia. Who would you play? Remember that there are 2 players that haven't featured at all in this tournament, Osimhen and Uzoho.
Okay.
Is there any chance those people will be making your team?
I'm sorry, no. And I say no because I still want us to win something. So this is not an exhibition. It's not a chance for somebody to come and show what he can do. We need to win. I mean, maybe if we're winning on the 70th minute, on the 5th minute,
and then you can bring them in to feature.
Yes, but I'll still keep the core of the team that played the last time.
Give me your lineup.
The keeper, I'll bring in Ezenwa now for Akpei, and I'm sure we all know why.
We all know why.
You know, and then on the left side, I'll keep Jamu just because I can't use Olaino on that side. Okay, we know Awezem is on a card, so
he can't play.
And
he's out through suspension.
Exactly, and Shewu's fitness is also suspect. So it means Olaino will likely be playing on the 2 position. So Jami will still keep his place as playing as a 3. Omeru and Ekong, please just keep them. You don't need to bring Balogun into the picture
even with Ekong's own goal.
Forget about that. Sincerely, it wasn't his fault, and I can analyze that till tomorrow. But we don't need to get into that. Yeah, so Omeru and Ekong, can see that that's where we've done the changes. All the rest, just keep Ndidi, keep Etebo, keep Iwobi. You need to work on Ndidi though. for that psychology thing we mentioned the last time.
Yeah, because he seemed to be the one that is giving away
he seemed to
the
be the
poor
one
results.
that was suspect against Algeria. So you really need to work on him. But keep Ndidi, keep Etebo, keep Iwobi, then keep your front line, keep Musa, keep Chukwueze, and then have Igalo there. Igalo is chasing the top goal scorer anyway.
Exactly. So he has motivation to go for this.
Yes.
Okay, that was a fantastic. I want to be on your team. That sounds like a winning team. And speaking of winning, let me tell you how you are going to be part of this show, winning prizes like those others that have participated before you. But I'll only tell you after this break. We'll be right back. It's still GoalLine, brought to you by ARM Pensions. My name is Tega Anojaife, and I have Damilare, the auditor, in the house. But let's talk about how you're going to win on this show. Now, this week we've twisted it up. In fact, we've switched it up several notches. And this week you get a chance to win 20,000 naira. Yes, 20,000 naira. All you need to do is be one of the first 3 people to predict correctly the scoreline between Nigeria versus Tunisia and Algeria versus Senegal. You have to get both scorelines right to get the 20,000 naira, and you have to be the fastest finger, so first 3, and that's how you can win one of our prizes today. On to you. They are predicting, but you also have to predict.
But I can win, I mean.
No, we don't have money for you. Auditor like you audit us again. We don't want your audit. But let's talk about predictions. Nigeria versus Tunisia.
So Nigeria, Tunisia, I'll go for 1-0 for Nigeria.
So Nigeria is coming home with the bronze.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk also about predictions for the AFCON winners, Algeria
and Senegal
versus Senegal.
Go for Algeria.
You go for Algeria?
Yes.
So Mahrez?
2-1, yes.
So Riyad Mahrez is winning it?
Yes.
Again?
Yes. No, he hasn't won it before. Okay, you mean after Nigeria?
After Nigeria, Riyad Mahrez is winning.
Yes.
Okay, so 2-1 Algeria, Senegal. And then 1-0 Nigeria, Tunisia.
Yeah.
Well, the people that sat in your seat said Nigeria will get to the semi-finals and we got there. So I think it should be party time for me. And on that note, I just want to thank you so much, Damilare, for being a part of this show. It was wonderful having you. That's why I like auditors. They give me good numbers. Speaking about numbers, that's a wrap. That's the end of the show. My name is Tega Anojaife. This was GoalLine, brought to you by ARM Pensions. Until we meet again, bye for now.